YouTube land, what's up? It's your girl Makara from Cougar's Closet. How y'all doing tonight? So, well, not tonight. It's morning. It is officially 6:18 a.m. Sunday. Okay, so yeah, my eye won't stop running. Um, so right, this is kind of I guess a receipts type of moment, and this is also under the Cougar Supports Business tab. And so under here, I want to tell you a back end story. I want to bring something to the light for you all. So, a story that's been hidden in the dark, but is coming to the light now, and people are liking what they're seeing. But you are under the Cougar Supports Business tab. So let me say this. I don't know if people know this or not, but there's all type of different ways that you can support businesses. Now, this business that I am supporting tonight is called Huddle House. And I'm supporting it this way because I don't have the funds to go there yet. But I will. So if you are under my tab or in my channel, if you are one of my Cougar and Mountain Lions, please go over and support this business and come back and drop it down and tell me what you thought about that. So I wanted to do this because I had woke up and boy, the lion is running loose in my city. And there was a couple of posts that I had seen where one of these Carson boys has opened up a huddle house around here. He's went Hollywood. And so this is the backstory, right? So I'm looking at it, and people then took receipts about how much the prices are, and I don't know if they said it was good, but it wasn't that damn good. They had the receipt, but I don't believe they had the plate. I think they had chopped that all up. And so there's talk around the town about not going and this and that. You just kind of ain't treating the business like a business. Just not welcoming the business the way the business should be welcomed. You know, when normal business is open, it ain't no question about the price. It ain't about who running what. It's Shoney's. It's Ruby Tuesdays. It's O'Charlie's. But when Huddle House open, they suspicious. So it's some things about people going on here talking about the prices and you know I guess putting word out in the street or whatever, but I've never heard of a Huddle House. But when I did the math, I kind of summed it up to like it's like a Waffle House. It's like a IHOP. It's you know something along the nature. But I don't ever believe nobody ever questioned Waffle House or IHOP about their prices and go on there and show receipts. I think they do sometime when they disappointed in the service. But I don't think they just do that about a business that just opened and ain't put no pressure on nobody's neck that's trying to help. This Huddle House place. So, what inspired me to do this, right, is because I question the motive if that's the reason why the place isn't getting the welcome that it's well deserved. Or is it because, somebody popped up out of somewhere with something new and now you want to justify it because you don't like the source that it comes from or something like that, right? But see, there's a backstory to this Huddle House that I want to share with you all. So the guy that has this Huddle House, right, he's a Carson of my area, a well-respected family. And so, this family here, right, they're starting to pop off. So this one then popped off, and with Hollywood, he didn't open up a Huddle House. I believe him and his wife, these Carson people. And so I'm assuming to the naked eye, it looks like he just popped up out of nowhere, so we'll give him trouble. But that's far from the truth. He didn't just pop up out of nowhere. I've been knowing these people a long time. And these people are about development and growth to its finest, to the 10th megaplier. Like, they about that. And they family has the gift. You know how God bless a family with a gift, a whole family. And the gift that God blessed them with is to share their gift and to never get tired of giving. And so they never get tired of giving. I don't know how they do with these Carson men, these Carson women, but they have a gift that never stops giving, and they give their gift away. And so now this one that's been popped off, it's time to collect a well-deserved bag where no questions should be asked, because you've been reaping the benefits off of me and my family in the communities, in your communities, out in your rich communities. You've been reaping the benefit on the down low benefit, but then when it's time for me, one of us to pop off, then it's a problem. But when I was teaching your child on the field, it wasn't no problem because it was all about conversation and game. But see, now we starting to pop off. Now you questioning me about something you know I worked hard for? See, I've been running behind these Carson boys for a long time. And so let me tell you about them. The ones that own this Huddle house that's getting all of this slack. They can be found all over the place. Like it's a big family of Carsons. I'm proud to know them. And ever since I've been a kid, their uncles, their cousins, their nephews, their brother-in-laws, their this, their that. But they have this gift that just won't allow them to stop giving. And so it's time for some of them to start reaping the benefits. And the ones, I don't know the one that's opened up this Huddle house, but there's some of them that I know, right? They've been in the giving business even when I was a kid, and I'm 45 today. The ones that I know were heavily into workout. Yeah, baby. They had they had the physiques, and they always been into smoothies and proteins and shakes and doing the work. Like they've always, baby, these boys get out the car looking like they on a Rambo set, looking like they on a Rocky set, all six packed up, t-shirt on, heading to their sports car, shades on. Like they've always been into physical fitness. They've always been into health, the ones that I really know. And then there's some that's into shaping the community. All of them shape the community, but in a different way. There's some that actually go out and get involved. That you can find them at your football field. You can find them on the basketball field. You can find them cutting your grass. You can find them if you need prayer. You can find them in the church. These people ain't hard to find. They've never been hard to find. I've been watching these Carson men work ever since I was a kid. And I felt the need to do this because it looks like they're popping out of nowhere, but they're not. I've watched them work. I've been watching them work my whole life. Listen, I know of kids that I have personally worked with, young men, black men. And these Carson men, what they do is they help a man. They help a young man. And furthermore, they help a young black man. I have kids, that look up to me, young boys. Hey, McCar, I just put in my 2 weeks notice. I'm leaving. Well, where are you going? Oh, the Carsons. You know the Carsons? Well, yeah, I know the Carsons. Well, they got this program, and they said I'd be able to feed myself and feed my family and feed my kids. They got this school that I got to go to, and once I go to it, then they going to pay me $25. I see them here and there. How's it going? School's going great. See him after a while. I'm about to graduate, Miss McCall. And you in this Carson program. Yeah, I'm in the Carson. Okay. See him later. McCall, I graduated. I'm working at ADM. I'm a welder. I'm a molder. I'm a construction, this. The Carsons. The Carsons. So people all on the internet waving their receipts like ain't nobody else got no receipts to wave. Everything you eating is well due. Everything you tasting, baby. Baby, eat down to the sugar, down to the juice, baby. I work for this. Them Carson folks is some multipliers, baby. I've been knowing them people for a long time. Baby, if you ain't into heavy tech multiplication high advanced, you ain't got no business over there talking to them Carson peoples. I've been knowing them people for a long time. So now it's getting time for the big payback. Now it's a problem. Now people want to shun and talk about. And see, I want to take this to a different level, right? Because see, people think when they go patronize a place, it's for them. It's for you, but then again, it's not for you. It's for the better of you. It's for the better of your community. It's for the better of your grandkids. It's for employment for your great grandkids when you close your eyes. You see what I'm saying? Like, these Carson people, ever since I've known them, they've always been about reproduction. And now they're starting to get what's well-deserved, and people out here on Facebook want to discredit that, slanging their receipts. I got receipts too. You know, and like I said, I want to take this to a different level, and the level that I'm aiming for, y'all already know. I forgot, but I'll spin around and I'll get back to it. But I just wanted to make it clear, you know, when you starting to see these Carson boys pop out with stuff, they've been working, baby. I've been a secret admirer of these boys for a long time. Like I said, I've watched them for years, and they have definitely been a structure in my society, in my city, taking it to another level. So when you don't support businesses, businesses go under. So what the Carsons are bringing, they're escalating and they're elevating, and they're bringing reconstruction to our city, because our city needs reconstruction. But you know, a lot of people stuck in their ways, and people don't like newness, and people don't understand what that's about, and people don't want to get to know that. People don't want to touch that, and they don't even want to hear from the beginning. But the problem is with those people, they see that time is bringing about a change. You know, and so as the businesses are escalating, people don't understand that the old buildings have been torn down. That people don't understand that COVID came through here and really cleaned everything out. And there was a lot of businesses, right, that have been in business for over 25 years here. Everybody that had been in business for 30 years here, but they were stricken due to COVID. So they had to be torn down. So new businesses are coming in, but people with old minds want old ways, want the old what was there still there. But the old thing wasn't generating as much money like it used to back in the day, because it's a new day. So people with closed minds, they don't want to understand that when you don't get involved, you not only hurt you not only hurt me, you hurt the whole community. Let me tell y'all quick little story. So I always loved Indian food because I had a friend when I moved out of town that was part of the Indian and African culture that introduced me, and Arabic culture that introduced me to Indian food, took me to a buffet and showed me this and that and that and this. So everywhere I go, I love Indian food. If I see an authentic Indian food place, I'm stopping. We had got one right on Persian where they sell these gyros at. Oh, that was my thing. That was my idea of heaven after getting off of work. got my wine or got whatever I'm drinking, and I'm gonna go get my Indian food. I'm gonna come home and take a bath and get bubbled up, and I'm gonna have me a sip of wine while I'm taking my bath, and I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna dry off and I'm gonna put this and I'm gonna put that on, and baby, I'm gonna go for my Indian food and I'm gonna be drinking more wine and lots of lots of wine so I can unwind. And baby, I was talking to somebody and I said, yeah, when I get off, I'm going to get me some Indian food. You ain't heard? Heard what? They closed down. What? They closed down. They closed down. Why did they close down? Because people weren't patronizing them is why they closed down. You got to be kidding. We finally get something that I love and I don't have to go hours and hours outside to get. We finally get something and it's closed down now. So with that, I don't think that it was that closed down right. I don't think it was a problem of prices. I think it was more of lack of not knowing what to order when you go to an Indian restaurant. Not wanting to ask if a person, this is our first time here, we don't know nothing about Indian food. We heard it's good. We'd like to try it. What would you recommend? Not doing these things can get a business shut down. And so that hurt my feelings. And I think there is another Indian place, but it's not authentic to me. That's some stuff I can buy when I'm out, and I do, but they claim that there's supposed to be another Indian restaurant downtown that I don't know of and I can't find. If anybody knows about this Indian restaurant downtown Decatur that's authentic, please drop it in my box. I've tried to research it. It won't pop up. I know about the one out there past the mall, but that's not the one I'm talking about. So, you know, this restaurant, I'm blessing it and I'm hoping it for it to do well. Like, those are some nice people. I've been knowing those people a long time. I went to school with them. My siblings went to school with them. They would come over at Woodrow Wilson and play with us. Not all the time, but sometime. And it would be, experience to have them there. Some of them rode bikes and know who my parents are because back then my parents rode bikes. But those Carson people have always been about blessing and helping. I mean, that's just their gift. I mean, that's that baby. They don't care about handing it to you, baby. I got so much to give. They got so much to give. And so now, I won't be shocked if more of them start popping out. But now that it's time for them to start reaping the benefits of what they've put in, them men all over the place. They've always been they into different things, but they all over the place. Kind of remind me of the Phillips. They all over the place, and so people like to discredit you and act like they don't remember what Roy Jones said. Y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot. So I've been watching them boys for a long time. Like I said, I know a lot of them, but this one I don't know that didn't opened up this Huddle House. I don't know him, but I can tell you, baby, he didn't work for it. Baby, he didn't gave the family. They didn't gave way more than what they received and what they didn't ask for and way than what they expected. Listen, I've been knowing them people for a long time. You can't discredit folks and knock folks when the camera's rolling and they ain't never stopped rolling. I've been watching them people for a long time. This Huddle back is a payback, and this is some heirloom. Let me shut up. I might be telling too much. Listen, I've been knowing them people for a long time. They working, baby. Baby, they working right now. Baby, listen, I know these Carson men. Baby, some of them working right now. They got a gift that never stops giving. So let me wrap this up. It's just too delicious, and I don't want to stay on here long, but we got a little fire. Just it don't seem like a big fire right now, but so far I only saw like two or little three little posts or something or whatever. But see, when you know the backdrop on that, you just want to get more involved. They them kinds people, they won't stop giving. They won't stop doing it. I don't know how they do it, but that's a heck of a gift they got. Give your gift away, but get more gifts and more blessings. And then when you get the payback, people don't remember you being all out there in foresight talking about their son that's now the best and this and that. They don't see they downplay where this stuff coming from. Baby, these people they've been working for a long time, baby. They've been making tracks, and baby, I've been making tracks behind them. They're a beautiful family. Go support the Huddle House and tell me how you like it.